Every movie lover like watching movies. We found best top 7 adventure movie for movies lover. So don't wasted time, let's go. The Lord of the Rings trilogy, 2001 to 2003, is a monumental achievement in cinema, bringing J.R.R. Tolkien's epic fantasy saga to life with breathtaking scope, emotional depth, and groundbreaking filmmaking. Directed by Peter Jackson, the 3 films, The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King, form a seamless, masterful adaptation that remains unmatched in the fantasy genre. The story follows Frodo Baggins, Elijah Wood, a humble hobbit tasked with destroying the One Ring, a weapon of absolute evil, before the Dark Lord Sauron can reclaim it. Joined by the Fellowship, Aragorn, Viggo Mortensen, Gandalf, Ian McKellen, Legolas, Orlando Bloom, Gimli, John Rhys-Davies, and others, Frodo's journey spans war-torn kingdoms, ancient forests, and volcanic wastelands, blending intimate character drama with colossal battles. Jackson's direction balances grandeur and intimacy, immersing viewers in Middle-earth through stunning practical effects, revolutionary CGI. Gollum remains a landmark performance capture creation, and Howard Shore's majestic score. The ensemble cast delivers unforgettable performances, from Mortensen's noble Aragorn to Andy Serkis's tragic Gollum. The battles, Helm's Deep, Pelennor Fields, are thrilling, but the heart of the trilogy lies in its themes of friendship, sacrifice, and hope against darkness. Flawlessly paced, even at over 9 hours total, emotionally resonant, and visually spectacular, The Lord of the Rings is more than a trilogy, it's a cinematic legend. A perfect blend of myth, action, and humanity. It set a new standard for epic storytelling and remains a timeless masterpiece. Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981, is the definition of a perfect adventure film. Directed by Steven Spielberg and starring Harrison Ford as the legendary Indiana Jones, it delivers non-stop excitement, wit, and iconic moments that have stood the test of time. The story follows archaeologist Indiana Jones as he races against Nazi forces to recover the fabled Ark of the Covenant, a biblical artifact of immense power. From the opening scene in a booby-trapped Peruvian temple to the explosive desert showdown, the film is a masterclass in pacing and set-piece filmmaking. Ford embodies Indy with rugged charm, balancing brains and brawn, while Karen Allen shines as the sharp-tongued Marion Ravenwood, one of cinema's best adventure heroines. Spielberg's direction is flawless, blending humor, suspense, and spectacle. The practical stunts, like the thrilling truck chase, are still jaw-dropping, and John Williams' heroic score elevates every scene. The villains are memorably sinister, and the supernatural climax remains chilling. More than just an action movie, Raiders is a near-perfect blend of history, mythology, and pure escapism. It set the standard for adventure films and remains unmatched, a thrilling ride from start to finish. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, 2003, is a swashbuckling adventure that revitalized the pirate genre with its perfect mix of supernatural thrills, witty humor, and charismatic performances. Directed by Gore Verbinski and produced by Jerry Bruckheimer, the film turns a Disneyland ride into a surprisingly rich and entertaining blockbuster. The story follows the roguish Captain Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp, in an iconic Oscar-nominated role, as he teams up with blacksmith Will Turner, Orlando Bloom, to rescue kidnapped governor's daughter Elizabeth Swann, Keira Knightley, from the cursed crew of the Black Pearl. Led by the treacherous Captain Barbossa, Jeffrey Rush, the cursed pirates, doomed to live as skeletal monsters under moonlight, add a supernatural edge to the high seas escapades. Depp's eccentric, drunken yet cunning Sparrow steals every scene, balancing humor with unexpected depth. Rush is a delightfully menacing villain, while Bloom and Knightley bring charm and energy to their classic hero and damsel roles, though Elizabeth proves more resourceful than expected. The sword fights, ship battles, and undead effects, a blend of practical and early CGI, still hold up, and Klaus Badl's rousing score, including the now legendary He's a Pirate, elevates the action. While the plot occasionally meanders, the film's infectious energy, quotable dialogue, Why is the rum gone?, and sheer fun make it a modern adventure classic. It's a rare blockbuster that feels both fresh and timeless, a thrilling ride from start to finish. Jurassic Park, 1993, is a landmark achievement in filmmaking that blends cutting-edge visual effects, gripping suspense, and timeless wonder. Directed by Steven Spielberg and based on Michael Crichton's novel, the film takes audiences to a remote island where scientists have cloned dinosaurs to create the ultimate theme park until chaos erupts. The story follows paleontologist Dr. Alan Grant, Sam Neill, chaos theorist Dr. Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum, and park investor Ellie Sattler, Laura Dern, as they tour Jurassic Park before security systems fail, unleashing the dinosaurs. What begins as awe, welcome to Jurassic Park, turns into a fight for survival against the towering T-Rex, cunning velociraptors, and the park's own unchecked ambition. Spielberg masterfully balances spectacle with tension, using animatronics and early CGI, still stunning today, to make the dinosaurs feel terrifyingly real. John Williams' majestic score elevates every moment, from the thunderous T-Rex attack to the quiet wonder of the first Brachiosaurus sighting. The cast delivers memorable performances, particularly Goldblum's witty Malcolm and Neil's transformation from dinosaur skeptic to protector of the park's stranded children. More than just a monster movie, Jurassic Park explores themes of scientific ethics, human arrogance, and the awe of nature's power. Its mix of adrenaline-pumping action, must-go faster, heartfelt character moments, and groundbreaking effects make it a timeless classic, an adventure that still leaves audiences breathless 30 years later. The Mummy, 1999, is a near-perfect blend of adventure, horror, and comedy that resurrects the classic monster movie with modern flair. Directed by Stephen Sommers, This rollicking throwback to 1930s pulp serials follows treasure hunter Rick O'Connell, Brendan Fraser, as he leads a ragtag team, bookish librarian Evelyn, Rachel Weisz, and her scheming brother, Jonathan, John Hannah, into the Egyptian desert, accidentally awakening Imhotep, Arnold Vosloo, an ancient mummy cursed with supernatural powers. Fraser shines as the dashing, quick-witted hero, delivering both action chops and self-aware humor, while Weiss's Evelyn evolves from clumsy scholar into a resourceful badass. Vosloo's Imhotep is a menacing yet tragic villain, his decaying visage and plague-summoning abilities creating genuine dread. The film balances its horror elements, flesh-eating scarabs, reanimated corpses, with lighthearted banter and spectacular set pieces, a highlight being the thrilling sandstorm chase. The CGI, though dated in spots, blends well with practical effects, and Jerry Goldsmith's sweeping score enhances the film's grand scale. Unlike later bloated blockbusters, The Mummy thrives on sheer fun, never taking itself too seriously. It's a joyous, fast-paced romp with heart, humor, and just enough scares to keep you on edge. A textbook example of how to make adventure entertainment irresistible. Decades later, it remains wildly rewatchable. Mad Max: Fury Road 2015 is a cinematic adrenaline rush that redefines action filmmaking. Directed by George Miller, this post-apocalyptic masterpiece is less a sequel and more a reinvention of the Mad Max franchise, trading dialogue for visceral, high-octane spectacle. Set in a barren wasteland ruled by the tyrannical Immortan Joe, the story follows Max Rokitansky, Tom Hardy, and Imperator Furiosa, Charlize Theron, as they flee across the desert with Joe's enslaved wives, sparking a relentless chase involving war rigs, flamethrower-wielding guitarists, and monstrous vehicles. The film is a triumph of practical effects and stunt work with minimal CGI. Every frame is a riot of color and chaos, from the swirling sandstorms to the explosive vehicular carnage. Theron's Furiosa is an instant icon, a fierce, determined warrior whose quest for redemption and freedom drives the narrative. Hardy's Max, though less verbose, is a perfect foil, all grit and survival instinct. The pacing is relentless, yet Miller weaves in moments of humanity and quiet rebellion, highlighting themes of environmental collapse, tyranny, and hope. With its feminist undertones, jaw-dropping visuals, and near-silent storytelling, Fury Road feels like a blockbuster from an alternate universe, one where artistry and chaos coexist. It won 6 Oscars, including Best Editing and Production Design, but its real victory is its legacy. A bold, breathless, borderline insane action film that reminds audiences what movies can achieve. Pure, unfiltered cinema. National Treasure 2004 is a fun, fast-paced adventure that turns American history into a high-stakes treasure hunt. Directed by John Turteltaub, the film stars Nicolas Cage as Benjamin Franklin Gates, a historian and amateur cryptologist obsessed with a centuries-old family secret, a legendary treasure hidden by the Founding Fathers. To prove the treasure's existence, he hatches a plan to steal the Declaration of Independence, which supposedly holds a coded map, while evading a ruthless rival, Sean Bean, and teaming up with skeptical archivist Abigail Chase, Diane Kruger, and wisecracking tech whiz Riley, Justin Bartha. The film thrives on its absurd yet entertaining premise, blending real historical tidbits, Freemasons, colonial riddles, with over-the-top heist antics. Cage leans into his signature eccentric energy, balancing intellectual intensity with goofy charm, while Kruger and Bartha provide witty banter and reluctant hero chemistry. The action scenes, chasing clues through museums, libraries, and underground tunnels, are more clever than explosive, leaning into puzzle-solving and code-breaking thrills. While the plot stretches credibility, stealing the Declaration of Independence in broad daylight, the film's lighthearted tone and family-friendly spirit make it easy to forgive. Jerry Bruckheimer's glossy production keeps things slick, and Trevor Rabin's score adds urgency to the scavenger hunt. National Treasure doesn't take itself seriously, and that's its strength, a crowd-pleasing mix of history, humor, and harmless mischief. It's the kind of movie where you'll laugh at the audacity but secretly wish all history lessons were this exciting. Do you like this video? Then hit the subscribe button, do comment and like, share.